I am on the beach, and I'm Darth Vader. No, I'm Richard. Welcome to City Share. So, I thought about how to do this correctly. So, as Manny, constantly brings new ideas to the table, I thought, let me give you guys a quick little tidbit on what I learned this year. And who knows, maybe you might learn something from me, and I know I've learned a lot from you guys. I think about the last 52 weeks of this year, and man, I think I learned something this last week. I realized that I have to constantly be aware of documentation. And I know that we constantly talk about documentation. I think you're most probably looking at John that's sitting over here right now, and he's looking at you and saying, oh my God, liability, 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 and how we have to take care of ourselves, but it's the truth. We've got to back ourselves up, and I realize that I have to be more proactive about keeping receipts, keeping conversation with the clients. I mean, yes, there are clients, but we also protect ourselves. I want to read something before I start. The people we surround ourselves with either raise or lower our standards. They either help us to become the best version of ourselves or encourage us to become a lesser version of ourselves. We become like our friends. No man becomes great on his own. No woman becomes great on her own. The people around them help to make them great. We all need the people in our lives who raise our standards and remind us of our essential purpose and challenge us to become the best version of ourselves. The reason why I say this is because our business is all about people. And we have subcontractors that sometimes we look at and say, this guy only paints. But this guy's painting something that's going to obviously be a reflection of us. And we need to be the best version of ourselves for them. I think that, some of the keys to what I learned this year and what I think I want everyone to learn from my experiences are, number one, documentation is key. And looking at John, he's most probably going to say, how important the work order process is and understanding what we're paying these people. Because at the end of the day, I know that our clients expect a lot from us, but we have to also expect a lot from ourselves and the subcontractors that are. Basically, we are the clients of those subcontractors, so we have to act accordingly. I think that being assertive, but understanding that our clients have specific needs and being understanding of those needs without compromising our own goals and our own ethical principles are important, and I've learned that this year. I mean, I know it sounds simple, but you have to remind yourself constantly. Number three, I realized that time management is something we kind of forget constantly because we're being bombarded by 10 different things all at once. But we have to realize that we only have 8 hours in a day or 10 hours in a day or whatever we actually really work. And to be successful, we've got to be able to compartmentalize ourselves to understand what our clients need, start a project, finish a project, and make it work. I mean, we could talk about OSHA and how, we learned a few things from them. I realized something else as I pull up this plan. I realized that our subs don't really read this most of the time. Just for a second. Let me just pull this up. All right, electrical plan. It says here that, who knows what wire we have to use or whatnot, but the point of the matter is that half the time our subs aren't reading this at all. So, unfortunately, we've got to make sure that those subcontract agreements that we do with them are intact. And they make sense. And they're as broad enough to protect ourselves against having an issue with them. And especially the fact that we're not trying to cheat these people. We want them to work for us. So, basically, what I'm saying is that I learned a lot. I continue to learn. I mean, man, I learned that I don't have all the time in the world, but at the same time, I can't procrastinate with my time. You've got to prepare yourself from the front end, especially when it comes to clients. You've got to sit down and try to devise planning, because if not, you're going to be a scatterbrain. You're not going to know what you're doing. Just like how I'm doing this. I ripped this, but at the same time, I took the time to come to my buddy Pedro's place, which is behind the camera right now. I thank you very much for your help. And him putting his lovely beach behind me, because obviously you guys know I work at the beach. And helping me realize that, you know what, as I sit here and I explain what I've learned, which again, it's so many different things, but really, the keys to success are all these organizational tools that we're getting from, for example, I can't stress enough that John gave us this crazy book talking about divisions, how to organize ourselves properly so we keep ourselves in check. Sometimes, I say, look at that bearded guy. That bearded guy doesn't know anything. That bearded guy gave me all this and wasted his time doing this, and to be honest with you, you know what, we should listen to it a little bit. The other thing is that, let's go listen to that other guy too, that other boss of ours. Manny, he said to us, you know what, keep the daily logs. Make sure we know what's going on. Make sure we know what we're doing on our project, because at the end of the day, we use that information later. I don't want to be too serious, obviously, but I'm really happy that we're together, and I think that this is our first annual Sit and Share, and I hope this is a special one. And I want to thank all of you for being here, and I hope you had a little fun, and I hope that maybe anything I said might have helped you and inspired you to learn. With that said,